What happens when the only voice you can hear is the voice of fear? It echoes from the hillsides. It thunders from the throat of a giant. It paralyzes an entire army, a king in his tent, and a nation holding its breath. This is not just the story of David and Goliath. This is the story of the whisper that silences the roar. The air in the Valley of Elah was thick with dread. Two armies faced each other, frozen, and between them, a champion, a Philistine giant named Goliath. His voice was a weapon. His challenge was a trap. "Send out a man to fight me. If he kills me, we will serve you. But if I kill him, you will all serve us." "For 40 days, he shouted. And for 40 days, the army of Israel listened. They saw his size, they calculated their weakness, and they accepted the terms of his fear. Even King Saul, head and shoulders above other men, was captive in his own armor. But a messenger was sent from the battle lines to the quiet fields of Bethlehem. He came for soldiers, and from the house of an old man named Jesse, 3 sons went to war. The youngest, David, was told to stay, to guard the sheep, to know his place. In the fields, his world was defined by silent faithfulness and sudden danger. A lion, a bear, threats that did not announce themselves with boasts, but that came to steal and kill. And in those moments, David learned a different language, not of sword and spear, but of a shepherd's sling, a practiced hand, and a heart that cried out to an unseen protector. He learned that the true battle is always fought in the belief that you are not alone. When his father sent him to the front lines with bread for his brothers, David walked from the peace of the pasture into the paralysis of the camp. He saw the soldiers, he heard the giants taunt, and he witnessed something more terrifying than a 9-foot warrior, the spirit of a people completely drained of faith. "Who is this Philistine?" he asked, "that he should defy the armies of the living God?" His words were not strategy, they were scandal. His own brother accused him of pride. The soldiers heard only foolishness. But they reached the ears of a desperate king. Saul looked at the boy and saw only what he lacked: no armor, no stature, no record of war. "You cannot go against him," Saul said. "You are only a youth." David's reply was not a resume of battle, but a testimony of deliverance. "Your servant has killed both the lion and the bear. This uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them. The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the bear will deliver me from this giant." He spoke of a past faithfulness to prove a future promise. He asked not for a sword, but for permission to fight in the name of the God everyone else had forgotten was present. Saul, with nothing left to lose, consented. He tried to clothe the shepherd in a soldier's armor, but David took it off. He would not fight a giant dressed in another man's strength, carrying another man's weapons. He walked into the valley armed with only what he knew: 5 smooth stones, a sling, and a conviction that the battle was not his, but the Lord's. Goliath looked at him and felt insulted. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" He cursed David by his own gods. And David spoke the truth that changed the narrative of that day and of history. "You come against me with sword, spear, and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will hand you over to me, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel." He did not run from the roar. He ran toward it. One stone, guided by a faith forged in hidden fields, found its mark. The giant fell. The roar was silenced. And the army that had been paralyzed by fear found its legs again. The victory was not won when the giant fell. It was won when one boy refused to let fear have the final word. So, what is the echo of this valley for you? Perhaps you stand frozen before a giant of your own, a roar of failure, of lack, of overwhelming circumstance. It has named you, and you have listened for far too long. The army of your own thoughts agrees with its assessment. Hear this: the God of the shepherd boy is the God of the valley. The tools of your deliverance may not look like the world's weapons. They are the smooth stones of your past deliverances, your tested faith, your practiced obedience in hidden places. You are not called to wear another's armor. You are called to walk forward in the name that is above every name that taunts you. Your Goliath is not too big for your God. It is only a platform to show the world that He is real. If this echo of a faith that silences giants has found you in your own valley, let this community know by dropping a comment and subscribe to Echoes of Scripture for more ancient truths.